Dominoes, Starter Level. Kidnap by John Escott. Kidnap. Chapter 1. Tom lives in America, near the town of Harper. He is an artist, and he works at home. He is working on a comic strip.
How do the two friends escape?
Tom thinks.
They're running through some trees, and a man with a gun is running after them. I need a new idea. Maybe I need to go out.
Tom thinks. It's winter, and there's a lot of snow.
I can go to the bookstore in Harper.
Tom thinks.
It's warm in there. I need some coffee.
He thinks. He parks his car and goes into the bookstore. Tom goes to the coffee shop in the bookstore. Just then, Tom sees some white paper. The paper falls from a man's hand.
Wait!
Tom calls.
This is yours!
But the man doesn't hear him. Tom looks at the paper. It has a map on it. He puts the paper into his coat.
Maybe it's not important,
he thinks. He gets a cup of coffee and sits down at a table. Tom sees a woman with red hair at a table near him.
That's an interesting face,
he thinks.
I'd like to draw it, but I don't have any paper.
Then he remembers the man's map.
Oh, yes I do.
Tom finishes the picture of the woman. He's happy with it.
Maybe I can use this in a comic strip,
he thinks. Tom drinks his coffee and goes down into the bookstore. He looks out of the window and sees the woman from the coffee shop.
Is something wrong?
He thinks.
Why is she standing there in the street?
Tom goes out to the street.
Hi, are you okay?
Tom asks.
It's my car,
the woman says.
There's something wrong with it.
Tom wants to help the woman.
You need to call a tow truck,
he says.
They can come and get your car. Here's my cell phone.
What's that?
The woman asks when she sees Tom's picture.
It's a picture of you,
Tom says.
I'm an artist. I draw pictures for comic books. Oh, but there's a map.
Tom tells the woman about the men in the bookstore. They look at the map.
Look at this,
says Tom, and he reads from the map.
A and J.A. arrive at 12:30 p.m., maybe with bodyguard. Van waits here. H school. Car comes across road here. We get away with A in the van.
Chapter 2.
Only important or famous people have a bodyguard,
Tom says.
This is a plan. Those two men in the bookstore want to kidnap somebody. A. And look, it says H school. Maybe they want to kidnap a child.
The woman gives a little laugh.
Kidnap a child? You read a lot of comic books,
she says.
This isn't a comic strip. This is real life.
says Tom.
We must call the police.
Wait!
Says the woman.
Can I see the map again? My name's Rita.
The woman says.
What's your name?
Tom.
He tells her.
Look, Tom, maybe we can find the school first. Then we can ask the teachers, do you have any famous children here? Before we call the police.
In Boston, a famous mother and her daughter leave their house. The mother is Jody Ann Ryan, the movie star. The girl is Anastasia. She is 13 years old.
Why are we going to your old school?
Anastasia asks her mother.
It's the winter holiday concert.
Jody Ann says.
The students are singing, and we must be there. They're singing for us.
Holiday concert? Oh, no. Mom, I want to go home now.
Please, Anastasia, you must come with me. The students want to see you.
Jody Ann says.
Well, I don't want to see them. Holiday concerts are boring.
Anastasia says. Tom wants to call the police.
There are no street names on the map.
He says.
How can we find the school?
Maybe I know it.
Rita tells him.
Come on, Tom. We can take your car.
What about your car?
Tom asks.
Do you want to call the tow truck?
There isn't time.
Rita says.
And this is more important than my car. Go left at the next street.
Rita says.
What time is it?
Tom asks.
Almost 11:30.
Rita tells him.
Only an hour before the kidnap.
Tom says.
Are you sure about the school?
Almost sure.
Rita says.
Oh, there's ice on the road.
Tom says.
Be careful.
She says.